bienvenidos a Esperanza donde la esperanza vence. Welcome to Esperanza where hope wins. How are you? Whoa! How are you, Tarot? Five of Swords reversed, huh? We got a jumper already. I love this. You never know. Sometimes the cards jump right away. Sometimes I shuffle, then they jump. And you all know already. You know me by now. I already shuffled this deck quite a lot before I sat down and pushed record. So we're safe in that regard. With the Five of Swords reversed, this is an energy of just sort of not having to hang on too tightly to what we believe in, being able to change our minds, being a little bit more easygoing, walking away from situations that just aren't jiving and vibing, and going off with your homie and doing your own thing. Here, we have a smug person who thinks that they won an argument. They think they're right. They feel like they're right. And maybe they are right. But guess what? Nobody wants to play with them. Excuse me. These two characters here kind of let this person win, and they let them have their swords because it's just less path of least resistance, basically. And with the Five of Swords reversed, you know, these situations are becoming more apparent in our lives. Stuff that we can walk away from, stuff that we can give up on, stuff that, you know, we can let somebody else win. I get this vibe of like, win the war, not the battle. Okay, so some of the battles might be lost along the way. Sometimes we might have to cut our losses. Sometimes we might have to give up our swords or give up part of maybe what we thought things were going to be like. But overall, it's a win. That's interesting energy. Five of Swords reversed. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Let me do a little prayer. Thank you so much. If you want to pray with me, you're more than welcome. And otherwise, there's always timestamps below. You can click to what part of the video interests you the most. You can click on a link and get a personal reading. Those have been fun lately. Those have been a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody who's doing that. I love this. And yes, I will see you on the other side of this prayer. Thank you so much. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Near past, present tense, near future. Let's see what the cards have to say for today, the 25th of September, 2025. Wow! We're almost to the end of September. Whoa! Four of Cups reversed, Eight of Cups, and Ace of Swords. Okay, so we start with the swords. We get a little cups in the middle of our sandwich, and we end with the swords. So we're in our feels, and we're communicating today. Today is full of thoughts, communications, emails, texts, maybe us confirming or denying things. But with the Four of Cups reversed, I love this energy in reverse, because Four of Cups upright is us kind of being closed off to emotional offers. Like somebody might be offering us this Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups, which actually the Ace of Cups jumped for me earlier, but that was just for me. That wasn't for you. That was for me. But this is representative of that Ace of Cups, that healthy, agape love, that overflow of love that we feel in our hearts, like when our heart is overflowing so much that we just like love everybody, and it's a divine love. It could be romantic love, but it doesn't have to be. But with the Four of Cups, like we're so fixated on our norm, we're so fixated on our usual emotional responses that we are not even aware or open to the fact that somebody's trying to offer us love from somewhere, right? But if we kind of loosen up a little bit, loosen our, you know, and sometimes, you know, sometimes we do need to sit this one out. Sometimes we're not in the mood, you know, but with the Four of Cups reverse, I think we're opening up. I think our emotional capacity to give and receive is opening up some. I think that we're opening up our posture a little bit. We're becoming a little bit less cross in general, like cross as in fed up, angry. You know, with the Four of Cups reverse, there's sort of more of a release energy to where we don't have to hold back as much. We can feel safer accepting new love and new offers. So that's kind of nice. With the Eight of Cups, that's a healthy energy of being able to walk away from what's no longer working for us emotionally. We might not know where we're walking to. We're trusting our intuition. We're trusting the light of the moon. The moon is merely reflecting the sun. He became the sun and I became the moon. Precious gifts that we both receive. Boy, could this be make-believe. Name that tune. If anybody can name that tune, I'll give you a free reading. Eight of Cups is not having the path well lit, and it could be kind of a craggy, the rocks are kind of jutting out there. It doesn't look like clear. It doesn't look open. It doesn't look obvious, but we know what the F we're not going to want to feel like anymore. And we know how we don't want to be treated anymore. And we know what energetic exchanges we don't want to engage in anymore, that we could walk away with our root chakra intact and grab our walking stick and know that we can support ourselves through this time. Sometimes we learn what we do want and how we do want to feel by learning how we don't want to feel. Sometimes the yes is like 8 no's in a row, and then it sort of guides you to your next yes. Okay? And then with the Ace of Swords, this is just clarity of thought, clarity of communication, light bulb moments. Again, I always keep coming back to that Uranus and Gemini, but I just love the innovation there. I really love the disruption, the innovation there. If we're going to disrupt anything, I would prefer it be our thoughts than our friggin' money, like it was when it was in Taurus for the past 7 years. So I really enjoy this like disruptive thought process because it can get people out of their general well-trod neural pathways, right? This is an opening. This is fresh air energy. This is victorious energy. This is sovereign energy. This is peaceful energy. This is energy of having the clarity to be able to cut your losses and move forward. And so that's what I have for us today for the 25th of September 2025. They're all minor arcana cards today. The ace is always good luck. No big deal. Just sort of dealing with some day-to-day communications and dealing with taking our own emotions and maybe opening up to new emotional avenues and trusting our intuition to get us there. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.